What's good, everyone? It's Travis here, and welcome back to the SF Bay Area SportsTalk channel. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Unfortunately, for the San Francisco Giants, they do lose the finale of this three-game series, 6-1. Just had to fix the score there on the screen, but we get swept. Not how we wanted to, not how we drew this up. The Nationals, they are a young, hungry team, and these are the kind of games that you should win when you're a playoff contender. And so this is tough. You get swept. This Giants team, the longest road trip of the season. So you have to imagine this Giants team, they are itching to get back home. We have one final game on the road trip. Tomorrow, a makeup game in Detroit. So at this point, you hope you can get a win tomorrow to salvage a happy flight to come back home. And then you got the A's for a couple of games. So it gives you an opportunity to get back on the right foot and to start building some momentum and getting back on track. What's good, Robert? Robert, good to see you in the house. What's up, Travis? Even with this losing streak, we're still in the race. Tomorrow starts an extended winning streak. Love the optimism, and I'm right there with you, Robert. I believe this San Francisco Giants team, they're going to get it right back on track. The key here is just try to survive this rough stretch that they have been on. We got to get healthy, and I think that you've really seen how much that this Giants team has missed Tyro Estrada in this Giants lineup. There's no doubt you take him out of this lineup, the energy and spark that he provides. The Giants certainly missed that, and this offense has been in a funk for quite some time now, and that is going to be key to get healthy and to start getting back to doing what this offense is capable of. We know that they've proven it this year, being one of the best offenses when the Giants were one of the best teams in baseball over a 2-month stretch. So I'm not worried. I don't think it's time to hit the panic button just yet. But it makes it tough when you're trying to catch up to the Dodgers in the standings. The Dodgers just continue to keep winning, and now that we've dropped 5 in a row, I think we're 4 games out going into today. So I'm not sure what the update is on the Dodgers score, but either 4 or 5 games out. Not how we drew it up. We got very close to first place, and I still believe this Giants team can win this division. But even if they don't win the division, I believe this Giants team is without a doubt a playoff team, and they've got what it takes to go on a deep playoff push and contend for a World Series title. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. All it takes, just one game to turn this around, to get right back on track. And that's the beauty of baseball. You play every day, so you got to have short-term memory when you're going through a funk, as the Giants get swept by the Nationals, who get their first sweep of the year in this Washington team. I mean, they are 17 games under 500. A young, hungry team for sure that does look to be playing some better baseball. And it's just unfortunate the Giants weren't able to take advantage of this series. So we just got to move forward. You have one game to finish out the road trip tomorrow. You're 5-5 on the road trip. So, obviously, as great as the road trip started and as bad as it's been the last 5 games, if you get a win tomorrow, you can come out of this road trip with a winning road trip and come back home ready to get back on track. Kapler and the Giants players are conceding nothing. Yeah, we're definitely working hard. Just got to keep plugging away and try to make adjustments at the plate. What's going on, Tommy Huxley? Good to see you in the house. You can't get swept by horrible teams. Yeah, this kind of stuff can happen if you're going to try to catch the Dodgers in the National League West. These are the kind of teams that you have got to take advantage of and beat them. Doesn't matter that this Nationals team is a young, hungry team. They've got some great young talent. You've got to win these games. So right now, it's frustrating. You're really frustrated right now. This is the longest road trip of the season, and this offense has just not been able to do anything of late. And you've battled through injuries, but injuries, everyone goes through them. It's not an excuse, but certainly it's tough to see this Giants offense struggle the way that they have. This bullpen has been the best in baseball. When you look at what this Giants bullpen has done, it's been amazing. I think over the last month and a half or so, they've been the best in baseball with a 2.88 ERA, and the closest team after them is the Yankees bullpen with a 3.30 bullpen. So it gives you an idea. The Giants bullpen has been that great and has certainly been a huge spark. Even in games where they haven't hit as much, they've been able to get incredible contribution from the pitching staff to pick up some key wins. Disco should never pitch for the Giants again. Sorry, Travis. He is so bad. I feel you, Tommy. At this point with Disco, it's one of those things, you're rooting for him to turn it around, but he has just not been very competitive at all. And we've talked about the comments. We know he shouldn't have made the comments he made about talking about being tired and going through that. But hopefully he can make some adjustments and turn things around. But right now it's like when he's out there, you're just not feeling confident. And you saw when he came in the first and really just throughout most of the game, struggled and had a lot of men on base. So when you're putting yourself in those kind of tough situations, it's just tough. So you hate to see this, but Disco has just not been good. I think he had one really good month or month and a half in April and early May, probably when he had all of his energy, because he's talking about being tired, for whatever reason. He has just not been he's not been able to compete very well. So that's something to watch. We'll see what he can do. Junis looked really good today. Absolutely, Junis, that was a great positive to take away out of the game was how well he pitched out of the bullpen. And he has just looked really good in his last couple of outings. And Junis is a guy that can start for you. So I think he's got that in his arsenal to be able to start games. And what he did out there was incredible to see from Junis, building confidence and momentum. And Taylor Rogers, I mean, what a sweet inning that was. And the way that he got CJ Abrams there at the end of the inning to strike out swinging was just some filthy stuff from Taylor Rogers. And Jock Peterson, yep, that is another great takeaway. It does appear that that is great news. Jock Peterson is heating up as the Giants coming out of Washington. Peterson, 2 home runs in the series, hit a home run into the third deck of the stadium, and then in today's game hits his 10th home run of the season, a pinch hit home run for Jock Peterson. And with the way he has been struggling, to see him get those swing of the bats was huge, and to have him and his bat heating up, it's going to be great to see as the Giants will be coming back home on Tuesday. They have a makeup game tomorrow to finish out this 11-game 4-city road trip, the longest road trip of the season. Started out amazing, won the first 5 games, but now we've dropped the last 5 games. So you just got to regroup, refocus. In this Giants team, they can get right back on track. Got to get healthy. And so if we can survive this rough stretch, I think we're in a great position still, and just got to compete and see what we can do at the trading deadline. Let's get to some comments. You have Giants still have enough talent to overcome this. I'm with you, Robert. I think this Giants team, I think that they will come out of this, and they always seem to find a way to get through adversity. The most resilient team in baseball, the San Francisco Giants. Look to see this team bounce back. They never get too high when things are going well, and they never get too low when things are not going well. So you love the focus, the mindset that this San Francisco Giants team carries. And you get a win tomorrow, you're feeling good, and then you got the A's coming into town. Obviously, they've had a very rough year, but you can't take them lightly. Battle of the Bay, it's going to be a tough series. So look to see this San Francisco Giants team get back on track. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. Let's see. Would you consider trading for Justin Verlander? Love the question, Robert. And absolutely, I would definitely trade for Justin Verlander if the price is right. I did see the report. The Giants are interested in Justin Verlander. I think he would be a great addition to this Giants starting rotation. We are looking to get a second ace, and although that Verlander in this stage of his career might not be an ace of a rotation, he still competes very well, and I think that he would be a huge asset. And if he can be a second starter for the Giants in a potential playoffs matchup, if you've got Logan Webb at the top and the experienced Justin Verlander, I think you are going to be feeling pretty good about your playoff chances. So that's going to be huge. I think we'll see what the Giants can do. But I think Verlander, he's still got some gas in the tank, and the Giants are looking to see who is going to step up in the starting rotation and be that second ace and that pitcher the Giants can rely on. And because when you go into a playoffs matchup, you're going to want to have top 2 pitchers that you can match up with other teams' top 2 pitchers. It should be very interesting to see how it plays out. Would definitely need a starting pitcher and an infield bat. Tommy says, I don't want Verlander. I feel you on that, Tommy, as well. I definitely see the other perspective if we look at from the other side as to why you wouldn't want Verlander. The age, he's getting up there. Can his arm handle what would be expected of him if he was to join this Giants starting rotation? So there are some question marks, but I think for the Giants, the thing that you love to see them do is more often than not, when they have been buyers at the deadline, they have worked very hard to try to go out and make deals. And even if some of those deals hasn't always been, the best deals, and they have backfired on them, you love to see that this Giants team and front office has gone out and tried to improve the team over the years and go for it at the trading deadline. Because you certainly can be in another situation where your team doesn't go for it at the trading deadline, and you're wondering, why they didn't do that. So I think this Giants team, Farhan Zaidi, the front office, they believe this Giants team, the sky is the limit. They can compete not only to win the division, but to go on a deep October playoff push. I think they can compete for a World Series title. So you'd love to see them go for it. And we'll see if we can make some moves at the trading deadline to improve this roster. Wouldn't be mad if they got Verlander. I'd rather have a younger arm for more than a 1-year rental. Most definitely, I'm with you, Tommy. If we can work out a great deal to bring in a guy who's not going to be a rental, a younger arm, I think that is going to work out much better. And if it's the right deal in terms of prospects, you don't want to be giving up too much. You look at a deal like the Chris Bryant deal a couple of years ago. The Giants were going for it. We won 107 games. Chris Bryant instantly made this team better, and we didn't have to give up too much in terms of prospects to get Chris Bryant. He ended up being a rental, and look, we were going for it. So, you're happy that we went out, made a splash at the deadline a couple of years ago, and it's just unfortunate. We got bounced in the first round of the playoffs against our rival of all teams. And so this Giants team, when you're looking at this season, they are looking to go on a deep October playoff push. And if the right deal presents itself where we can acquire a young starting pitcher who's going to be more than just the 1-year rental and not have to give up too much in terms of prospects, you'd love to see them be able to make that deal. We'll see what could happen. We are going to be we got a big shout out. We got a super chat. Big shout out. Thank you so much, Tommy Huxley. We need to sweep the Oakland Triple A's. We need to sweep them. And I love the comment there, calling the A's the Oakland Triple A's. I mean, it is essentially the team that they are fielding out there. It's a AAA team. I mean, they've lost 72 games. They are just not competing. I definitely imagine the whole Vegas deal is a distraction somewhat. But it's unfortunate that A's team has never been able to really compete in terms of, they've been competitive in some years, but they've never been able to have the financial flexibility to spend on players, to be able to re-sign key players. They've constantly had to trade away all-star players. So what the team they're fielding out there is essentially a AAA team. So if you're the Giants, we've been struggling. Hopefully that the A's coming to town means that it's our opportunity to get right and to get a couple of wins. But that you're going to expect a great fight from the Oakland A's. Battle of the Bay, and going to be some of the last Battle of the Bay games that we're ever going to see, which is crazy to think. But it is coming to that. So certainly enjoy it. We're going to enjoy it. San Francisco Giants look to bounce back tomorrow in the final game of this 11-game 4-city road trip. They'll be traveling to Detroit to take on the Tigers for a makeup game. Again, thank you, Tommy, so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it a lot. Really helps out the channel big time. So thank you so much for your generous donation. And yeah, let's sweep the Oakland Triple A's. Battle of the Bay, going to be intense. Going to be a lot of fun. And we are going to be getting to our picks of the game. So we'd love to hear who you're taking as the player of the game. If you haven't already shared your player of the game. And for my player of the game, I'm going to take Jacob Junis. Junis was fantastic out there. Went 2 strong innings. And his last couple of outings, he has pitched very well. So I think that he has been a huge plus, huge asset in the bullpen. with how well he has been pitching, and with this Giants bullpen being the best in baseball over the last month and a half. You'd love to see what Junis has been able to provide, and not only that, he can start games for you, so he's got that in his capabilities, and he has been competing. So I think he had a great game today. Jock Peterson, got to give him a shout out. He is heating up, which that is a very great sign to see. Love to see it. Tommy going with Jock Peterson as his pick of the game. Peterson heating up, hits his 10th home run of the season, a pinch hit home run. And for Peterson, his first pinch hit home run since the 2019 season. For Peterson, 10 home runs on the year, and he is heating it up. Hit a home run into the third deck the other night in Washington. So this is a very good sign to see a hot Jock Peterson coming out of Washington. The Giants look to get back on track. This offense has got to get back on track. They've got to get healthy. I think missing Tyro Estrada has really hurt this Giants team. You see how much they've struggled, and when you've got an MVP caliber player and guy that is brings so much energy and spark to your team, when you take him out of the lineup, it definitely really hurts, and this Giants team has severely struggled. So you hope that they can survive this rough stretch, get healthy at the right time, get back on track, start to build momentum. So keeping the positive vibes, this San Francisco Giants team still in great position to make a run. And this is a playoff team, no doubt about it. And they will likely make some moves at the trading deadline. Going to be a lot of fun to see what happens. Thank you so much for the support, everyone. And before we wrap up, if you see my great friend Eric the Legend, Hum Baby Baseball, be sure to go show him some support and check out his coverage of today's San Francisco Giants game. And you certainly don't want to miss. Checking out his coverage of all things San Francisco Giants in all things baseball. So be sure to go show Eric some support over at Hum Baby Baseball. Thank you so much, everyone. And let's make some noise for that YouTube algorithm. Let's smash up the like button. Thank you so much for your incredible support. I see your comments, your likes, your engagement, and those that are subscribing. Really appreciate the support. How it really helps out the channel big time. Smashing the like button. This feedback lets YouTube know that this video is relevant, so then YouTube knows to recommend this video to as many San Francisco Giants fans and baseball fans out there. So thank you so much, everyone. Eric isn't live. Thank you for the update there, Tommy. If you guys do see him go live later, be sure to go show him some support, and definitely check out his channel for incredible coverage of the San Francisco Giants in all things baseball. Thank you again, everyone. Smash that like button. Thank you so much. And if you enjoy these San Francisco Giants post-game shows, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. We're going to be here breaking it down all season. So if that sounds good to you, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. Diamondbacks lost and the Frogers are losing. Great news to hear. Thank you, Tommy. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. We're going to be back tomorrow as the Giants will finish out this 11-game 4-city road trip. They'll be traveling to Detroit for a makeup game. So let's get back on track. We get a win, and it's a winning road trip. We're 5-5 on this road trip. So certainly you'll feel very good about yourself. You get a win, and a happy flight home. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. Unfortunately, today they do lose the finale 6-1 and get swept. You hate to, it's frustrating, but you've got to have short-term memory, move forward. And the beauty about baseball is you got a new game you play every day, so you can go out there tomorrow and get back in the win column. So let's do it. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. Thank you again, everyone, for the support. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care, and let's go, San Francisco Giants.